Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and we are back at it again with another watch party for all of the real ones out there. A game that, I know people are going to get upset when I say this, should end in a blowout for the New York Knicks. I know you're down Jalen Brunson, but this should be a game that the New York Knicks have easily wrapped up, and we potentially should see Tyler Kolek, maybe in Pregame, and maybe even the back end of the bench to finish this game for the New York Knicks. If you've been under a rock, the San Antonio Spurs are extremely injured. No Victor Wembeyama, no De'Aaron Fox, and they are officially chasing and trying to capture the flag as they are tanking and not trying to win any more games this season. So when you're a team like the Knicks, who are trying to win games, and you play a team like the Spurs who are not trying to win games, you should dominate. I know there's going to be some people out there, well, we can't be upset if we don't dominate them. You know what? You can't be upset. But this should be a game that should be very easily handled, a game that we should not have any starters play 40 minutes, and we should be able to rock and roll and get ready to go. We got another game tomorrow and then another game on Saturday. Let's take care of business, and let's get ready to go the rest of the week. Shout out to y'all, already 85 people in the building. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon. Be like my guy Ty Dubs and sub for Dubs. And I'm talking about Mr. Ty Dubs. What's up, my man? Lord Buddy Bear in the building says, going back to my video game again, thought I'd pop in and say what's up. Lord Buddy Bear, we appreciate you, my man. Thanks for being a real one and always tuning in. If you're like Buddy Bear and you're a real one, give me a real one down in the comment section. Ty Dubs is in the building. Ty Man the Buckeye. We got Ty in the building. You know, that's always good juice right there. Levi's the best. Joe Santiago. Oliver Garrett. Stewie on the roof. What's up, man? And then brother BKL. What's up, my man? Long time no chat. What's happening, Beast? The high by always chilling. Patchu, what's happening? Josh Smooth. Is that the Josh Smooth? Like the one, the only? Papa Swanky in the building. Papa Swanky was being the definition of a real one last stream. Papa Swanky, we appreciate you. Thank you for always bringing the energy to the chat, and thank you for supporting in the way that you do, man. It means a lot to me. My guy BX banging NY repping in the building. 66 Kimball. Tom Saunders. Beyond Boundaries. Yes, sir. Hunter. What's up, Hunter? I'm curious what the question today is going to be for my guy, Hunter. He had some good ones last couple of games. Hit the like button's absolutely right, the high buy. Shout out to y'all. Jack Daddy Bob in the building. Oliver Garrett says, imagine the New York Knicks going against my basketball team in school. How fun would that be? It wouldn't be much fun for the people on your school team basketball, I'll tell you that much. Shout out to my guy Joey DeLuca coming in and getting the party started as always. Joey DeLuca coming in and showing love via the Super Chat feature. Shout out to you. He says, let's go, New York Knicks, baby. Must-win game. Not a must-win game, but a game that you should win. Must-win would be like, if we don't win, we got to make changes after. If you do lose today, there might actually need to be some changes made. But a game that they should win handily. And Joey, I love the mindset. Come out and dominate. Nothing but a win is acceptable. Love that mindset. You're setting the tone. Tone setter Joey in the building. My man, I feel you. We love you, bro. Thank you, brother. We're on the same page, Beast. As always, Joey DeLuca. Derek says, let's go, Knicks. What up, Martian Alper from Trinidad and Tobago's #1 talk show on YouTube. #1. He is #1. Shout out to you, Beast Mode. Thank you, Derek. AJ says, I'm trying to see a Pregame 20-piece tonight. You might have to go watch some Westchester highlights if you want that, my man. Shout out to you. Joey in the building. What's happening? Levi's the best says, what do you think Hunter's question will be about today? I have no idea, and I don't even want to think about what it is because it just keeps me on my toes, and that's all I'm looking for. Torn, what's happening? Josh Smooth, my man. Jay Smooth. Can you fly like the old Jay Smooth? He used to be one of my favorite players to play with on 2K. He was a beast. Not with Tibbs, Dad. Before we dive any further into the pregame show, I got to give a major shout out to our proud sponsor, Factor. And when you use our promo code FactorPodcast at factormeals.com/FactorPodcast, you're going to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. So if you're ready to optimize your nutrition in the year of 2025, get rolling with Factor. If you have a busy lifestyle like I do, where you don't always have time to go to the grocery store, you don't have time to prep your meals, or you live with roommates like Seeps and Rolly and they're always hogging the kitchen, you can get ready to roll with Factor, because Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. What's awesome about it is Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, which is perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals that are tailored to your goals. If you want to watch your calories, you want to up your protein, or you're on a keto diet, Factor has you covered. So reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast. And use the promo code FactorPodcast and get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FactorPodcast at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box today. All of that information will be clickable down in the comments and description. So support the show, support the sponsor, be a real one. And show me you're a real one by hitting that thumbs up icon and giving a me in the chat so we know who the real ones are. Alper, what up, my man?
How we doing, Marsh?
We're doing it. It's been a long day, but we're here.
It's been a long day for you for sure. I know this is an easy game, but when I saw this on the schedule, it kind of made me really, really irritated. Because you go from, all right, we had the long West Coast trip. You go all the way to L.A. You play the Clippers. You play the Lakers. You play the Warriors. You play the Portland Trail Blazers. Then you come all the way back home to play the Miami Heat. And guess what? 2 days later, you're on the plane again, and you're heading to San Antonio. And now you're going tomorrow to Charlotte. Like, what are we doing, NBA? Why didn't you just hit these games on the way back? Why didn't you play the Spurs on the way back? Play Miami tonight. Like, that's too much traveling.
It is. I don't love it. They
That's
had
just
to get
my
home,
rant.
though, man. They had to get home.
That's just my rant for the day.
They had to get home. I don't know. It makes a lot of sense. You're back from New York to San Antonio. That's one of the furthest flights when you're not going to the West. That's probably the furthest flight if you're not going to the West Coast.
Go from Gold State to New York to San Antonio. I don't know.
You're touching every corner. Mr. Tennessee Booyah in the building. What's up, man? M. Breezy. What's happening, Beast? Michael is in the building. AJ's hanging out. Ty Dubs, what I could tell you is the CEO of Chat Sports has been in Spain for a week. Plus, it's been great. I haven't seen my boss in a week and a half. Don't tell him we miss him. But what I will say is, Ty Dubs, the package, to my knowledge, should be en route. James Yoder is usually the one that handles the shipping department, and I know he's in Spain, but to my knowledge, it has been passed along. I will try to get a tracking number for you. I am off tomorrow. I won't be in the office tomorrow. I'll be covering Big 12 Media Day for Big 12 Pro Day. I keep on saying Media Day. Big 12 Pro Day. I know, Ty Dubs, and we appreciate it. I hope you understand what we're going through as well. Major construction, major stuff over here. It's been a busy offseason. I haven't even had an offseason. That's what's crazy. So I appreciate you rocking with this, man. I don't want your jersey. It's not my size. I promise. We're trying to get it to you as soon as possible. Thank you for your strong patience. Strong patience. I appreciate it. We appreciate it here at Chat Sports. We're always trying to do better. At the end of the day, we're a YouTube media site. We're still learning how to become shippers as well, shipping and all of that. We're not a logistics company.
No, UPS.
UPS, we're trying our best, though. So I appreciate it. Ty Dubs, you the man, bro. Papa Swanky coming in with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Beast. Says, no Wemby and Cat always does great against the Spurs. I think Towns is going to have a big-time game tonight. He should. He's going up against the backup bigs for San Antonio.
Who is the backup big for San Antonio?
I couldn't even tell you who their starting lineup is.
I know they have, is it Steven or Stefan? Stefan Castle.
They have Stephon Castle.
Keldon Johnson. Shout out to Keldon Johnson, Kentucky alum. Charles Bassey, the legendary Western Kentucky Hilltopper Levi's the best. It might be. Let's see what their starting lineup is. Obviously, you have Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Sokan. Charles Bassey is out with a knee injury. I can't pronounce that guy's last name. Sandro
Platzkummer?
No.
You know who that is?
Mm-mm.
Sandro Platzkummer, once a Giant, always a Giant. He was on the Giants for like 3 years as an international player pathway program guy, a running back from, I believe it was Australia for a long time.
Do you remember Michael Humanauanui?
No.
Yeah.
No. Mike G in the building. What's up, Mike G?
What's good, Mike G?
Josh Smooth says, God bless the fans, your show, Marsh, and the podcast. Let's go. Thank you, Beast. Mike G, thanks for blessing us with your presence. Papa Swanky, yeah, I'm expecting Cat to have a big one. I don't know if he's going to score 15 points in a row like he did on Monday, but I am expecting him to dominate this game. There shouldn't be really anyone on this Spurs team that should be able to guard him, and he should have his way, and he should be able to do what he wants.
From what I'm seeing on the roster, their center, and this is listed center because they could play small ball. Their listed center is Bismack Biyombo.
Okay, and if Bismack Biyombo guards Karl-Anthony Towns, he might go for 60. He probably should.
I can't believe he's still in the league.
Diana Garcia is at the game. Miss Diana Garcia, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the game. Have fun. And as always, who's the player we hate on the Spurs the most? I don't really hate anyone on the Spurs, to be honest with you. They're kind of irrelevant. I don't hate.
Bismack Biyombo is getting 20 minutes a game, so he'll be playing second.
If you see a Spurs fan, tell him go New York, go New York, go. Daniel, what's up, Beast? Shout out to DM in the building. Daniel, we appreciate you, bro. Let's go, Knicks! Shout out to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. As always, we appreciate it. Goes a long way here. Some NFL news. The Texans and Danielle Hunter have agreed to a 1-year, $35.6 million contract extension. $35.6 million per year for Danielle Hunter?
Okay.
I get it.
They just signed Cam Robinson today, too.
That's a lot of money for an edge rusher that is good, but I'm not going to say he's great. He is now the second highest paid DN in football. And I don't think anyone would say Danielle Hunter is the second best DN in football. But as we know, it's about when you get paid. I'll tell you this much. Micah Parsons is looking at that saying, I need more. And I'm hoping he needs so much that the Cowboys trade him. That'd be awesome. Yasir says Tyler is better than Penn. Tyler Kolek is better than Cameron Payne. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not yet. He
He
could be.
I feel like if Tibbs thought that, he would play him because campaign is giving negative effort right now for the New York Knicks.
We know that Tom Thibodeau does not like to play the young guys. It's like a club. You got to be over 21 to get in. But we've seen him play young guys before. Manuel quickly played his rookie year. I know R.J. Barrett was a third overall pick. He started every game his rookie year. We saw Obi Toppin, the 9th overall pick, even play a little bit more down the stretch. I have a serious concern about the ability or lack of ability for Tyler Kolek to defend at the NBA level. And if you're going to be on a team that's coached by Tom Thibodeau and you can't defend, it doesn't matter if you're a first year, 5th year, 10th year, 15th year, you're not going to play.
Yep.
I mean, we've seen Karl-Anthony Towns not close out games because he can't defend. I know we always like to overrate our rookies. It's one of the superpowers of the New York Knicks fan base. But
But you even saw it, like, I would say the last big rookie was Quickly. You saw the potential with Quickly right off the bat. You saw that he could be a scorer in this league, and you wanted him to get minutes. Not to mention Elfrid Payton was the starting point guard of the New York Knicks at the time.
FGC Hitman, what's happened to B says, but Kolek has a higher ceiling as a facilitator? Yeah, I would be disappointed if Tyler Kolek, in 5 years, if he's still on the Knicks, is not better than what Cam Payne is right now. Like, Kolek is someone I was pushing for the Knicks to draft. I was enamored by him, to be honest with you. I would have been cool if they took him where they took Dottier. He was great in the Big East for multiple years. Big East Player of the Year. He's won big-time games in Madison Square Garden. I thought the Knicks needed a guy that could run the show when Jalen Brunson was off the floor. They just haven't given him the ability to do so yet. Not to say that he can, not to say that he can't, but I think Tibbs knows he played him early on in the season. And then he stopped playing him. I don't know why, but I think this is Cam Payne's job for this year. Cam Payne is the backup point guard for the Knicks this year. Agreed. I'd love for it to be Tyler Kolek. I don't know if he's ready yet. Hopefully he's ready next year. We could use a backup point guard where that could score, facilitate, drive, kick, penetrate, bounce out the floor, all that. We could use that. So hopefully he's ready to rock and roll next year. If Tyler Kolek wants to be an NBA player, he's got to shoot 40% from three. He's got to shoot 40% from three. He's got to be awesome from the foul line. He's got to be able to penetrate. He's got to be able to kick. He's got to be able to dish. He's got to be able to set the table. And he's got to be he's got to be a better than below average defender. And right now, I just don't know if he is that guy. Tibbs sees him every day in practice. Every day. And I hate that saying, but if Tibbs thought Tyler Kolek gave the Knicks a better chance to win than Cam Payne, I think he would play. I don't think he's trying to sabotage the Knicks because he's young. But we've seen Tibbs do things that we all disagree with at times, so maybe he is wrong. I'm not saying he's absolutely right. And I do like Tyler Kolek's potential. He went in the second round for a reason. Every team in the NBA passed on him one time for a reason. We'll see. Hunter, what's up, Beast Mode? Thank you for always stopping by, and thanks for making it fun. Happy to be here, boys. We're happy to have you. Who would you rather have, Spider-Man on the Knicks or Batman as the head coach of the Giants? Wow.
Here we go with a Spider-Man, Batman debate once again.
Oh, classic. Alfred on the wrong side of a debate. What's new? That's a good one. What type of offense does Batman run? What type of defense does Batman run?
I don't know. Which Batman?
Yeah.
You getting Christian Bale Batman? You getting Adam West Batman? You getting Robert Pattinson Batman? Spider-Man on the neck. I'm taking Spider-Man. With how fast he is, elusiveness,
catching lobs with the.
You
stealing
seen
the ball?
The Amazing Spider-Man movie? He's like, here, take it. Take the basketball. Then he just slams it and breaks the whole backboard.
Know.
Batman knows how to beat the Justice League.
I'll go with Spider-Man on the Knicks because the Knicks are closer to a championship than the Giants, and I think Spider-Man on the Knicks makes the Knicks legit NBA Finals contenders. I'll go Spider-Man.
I'm going Spider-Man.
I'll go Spidey. That's a good one.
Always coming with the fire questions.
That's at the top of your questions, man. I don't know how you think of these things. I don't know how you do it.
I love them.
We appreciate it, man. Thanks for making these pregame shows a little bit more fun. Thank you, brother. 180 people watching. If you could, please hit that thumbs up icon. Only 71 likes. Those are rookie numbers.
Come on.
Pump them up. Pump them up. Get your numbers up.
I know it's the Spurs, but come on, guys. Hit that like button.
We're not too good to celebrate a win versus Spurs. Spider-Man just cobweb up the hoop on defense. I don't hate it. Block shots. I don't hate it at all. Already got Catman and Robinson. How long were you holding on to that one, Sharon?
Sharon was waiting for a moment all year.
That was the best dad joke I think we've gotten all season long. That was a good one. You got me to laugh. You did. Oh, we already got Catman and Robinson. Oh, Sharon, that is funny. I like shoes. Is Brunson coming back in time for the Wizards game? I don't know when the Wizards game is off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
Wizards game, I think that's this week. That is March 22nd, Saturday. Saturday night's game.
Jalen Brunson is not playing this Saturday. Jalen Brunson, I would say the earliest he returns is March 30th, and I would say he's not returning by March 30th.
Would you expect him to play in the Cavaliers game April 2nd?
At this point, I don't want him to play in that game.
Yeah.
I don't want the Cavaliers to get our best shot until the playoffs. They've already beat us twice, dominated us one time. Can we fix this camera? Oh my God. You play the Cavs' second to last game of the year too, correct?
Yes, April 11th. You also play the Celtics April 8th. And potential first-round matchup against the Pistons April 10th. So that'll be April 10th.
That's a three-game stretch. That's pretty intense.
Yeah. April 8th, Celtics. April 10th, Pistons. April 11th, Cavaliers.
You know, ideally he plays that final stretch so he can get his legs under him. I mean, Udonis Haslem says he's not going to have the ankle right until the offseason. So maybe we just shut the season down.
Yeah, maybe first-round exit from the great basketball all time, Udonis Haslem.
Yeah, and maybe we can give SGA a depoy too.
It was the worst take I might have heard all season.
Why does ESPN have now, I apologize if there's any kids watching here. Why is it always a suck sesh on the Oklahoma City Thunder? Always. Like, why? Why do we always have to bow down to the Oklahoma City Thunder? It's because they're a little market and the NBA thinks we got to boost up these little markets. If the NBA boosted up the big markets, more people would watch. No one wants to watch SGA that's not a Thunder fan. I'm sorry.
No.
He's not fun to watch.
He's not fun. It is, if you were people that did watch the NBA 2017, 2018, it is James Harden magnetized on how he draws fouls. It's not fun to watch. And I don't know where people are getting this from, that he's a great defender.
Yeah, I've never believed he was a great defender.
No.
Yeah, I never understood that one. I just don't understand always trying to put the Oklahoma City Thunder on this pedestal, man.
I mean,
like, SGA is not fun to watch. He's not. It's worse than James Harden.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean to be disrespectful. Harden is way more skilled offensively than SGA. James Harden got to the conference finals, and his second best player was like a 36-year-old Chris Paul. And they almost beat the Warriors.
If they didn't go 0 for 27.
I don't know, man. I hate the Oklahoma City Thunder. I do.
I can't.
I hate this low market that the NBA force feeds us. No one cares about OKC. You sent Wemby to San Antonio. You probably deserve for the ratings around the NBA to not be that good. FGC Hitman, what's up, Beast Mode? Says, I would rather watch paint dry than SGA. It's not fun. Like, it's like watching a taller Trae Young play basketball. It really is. It really is. I'm just not the biggest fan of
I'm not the biggest
SGA.
fan either.
I know he's a good basketball player. I'm not taking anything away from him. I'd love him if he was on the Knicks. I just when I'm at the house on a Wednesday night and it's an ESPN game and the Knicks don't play, I am never stopping my channel on ESPN if Oklahoma City Thunder are playing. I'm just not. They are not appointment television for me.
They're
I think that's what it is for me, Stewie. I just hate the Thunder. And part of it is because of Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't want to watch him play basketball.
They don't play exciting basketball to me. Whenever I'm like last night, I was watching.
That's Teacher's boy.
Really?
Yeah. He does. The reason I remember that face so well is because they've posted pictures together, and look, I'm not someone that would consider myself a sneakerhead. This guy looks like he rolls his sneakers around in gravel before wearing them, like beat to an all-time degree.
Oh God.
I remember one picture he was wearing like Air Forces, and they look like they had been stepped on.
I mean, I'm wearing Jordan 4s right now, and these are pretty beat up. But I've also had these for like 10 years.
I'm pretty sure that's a Teacher's boy. The Patriots are hosting Stephon Diggs for a free agency visit.
Get Drake May that wide receiver. Get Drake May that wide receiver.
Is Teacher still here?
Nah, he left.
Of course he did. Moments away from tip-off here in San Antonio as the New York Knicks have traveled down to Southwest Texas to take on the Spurs. No Wemby, no De'Aaron Fox, no Jalen Brunson. Should be a game that the New York Knicks take advantage of and win. They should just win the game.
They should just come out and go on like a 10-0, 12-0 run.
How cool would it be to be up by 15 after the end of the first? No stress, and we could talk recklessly about how good they are. Mikal Bridges, last 5 games, averaging 23.4 points, shooting 63% from the deck, 47% from downtown, 20 free throws in the last 5 games,
Woo!
and 4.6 assists. 20 free throws over the last 5 games. I would say before those 5 games, you would have to go over a 15-game sample size for him to shoot 20 free throws. And I say
15?
that because I looked it up. 15.
I think that might be 30 games.
Yeah, he averages about a free throw per game before the end.
I think there was like a 4-game stretch where he didn't shoot one. Because I was looking, he was like, once Brunson went out, it was like, all right, 6 free throws, 7 free throws. Like, how Mikal Bridges is playing right now is what the Knicks traded 5 draft picks away for. That is what the Knicks traded for. Before Brunson, and I hope that once Brunson comes back, Mikal Bridges stays on this track. He's always moving. If you get him inside the paint at that elbow, he's taking that fadeaway and it's money 80% of the time. That's his shot. If you keep him always running around, kind of finding, and just have that aggression. Don't be scared to go up to the rack. Don't be scared to go to the rim. If he can still do that when Brunson comes back, this team will be going places. Because before Brunson got hurt, he was standing in the corner, just waiting for a shot. That's it. Nothing else. And also, Marsh, I think we get to see a lot of that Cat Mitchell Robinson lineup tonight, too. I think we're going to see a little bit of that.
Yeah, I actually had some numbers that I was meaning to bring up in the pregame show about that. Let me see if I can go find them real quick. No, I don't know where I put it. But supposedly in the limited minutes that they've played in the last couple of days, the numbers have been really good. The net rating specifically. They've won those minutes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure once Mitchell Robinson is returned, as a whole, the Knicks' defense and net rating is top 5 in the NBA.
The Knicks' defense since the Jalen Brunson injury has been, I believe, top 5. Top 5 based off net rating. I don't remember, though.
Mitchell Robinson was questionable tonight, but he's going to play. I don't know if that means he's not going to play in the back-to-back tomorrow. I wouldn't expect him to play on back-to-backs at all this year as he ramps up. I saw some tweets from James L. Edwards or Stefan Bondi, one of the Knicks beat reporters. Yeah, it was from James L. Edwards. And Tibbs said Mitch's minutes restriction is more of a guideline. It's based on how he's feeling and how he's going in the game. Said it's around 24 minutes. Possibly it could increase some. It's probably just going to keep going gradually up and up. If he feels more confident, if he's having a game like he did against the Heat, you're going to see him in more minutes.
We played 26 against the Heat.
Around that. It might have been. Mitchell Robinson played 24 against the Heat.
24 against the Heat. So the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns have been on the floor for 110 minutes per game. 110 minutes per game. 110 minutes this year. They have an offensive rating, which is how many points do you score per 100 possessions. The Knicks' offensive rating when Robinson and Towns share the floor in the 110 minutes that they have is 118.52. Or sorry. I lied. The Knicks have played Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson for 19 minutes. I can't read a chart. 19 minutes. Their offensive rating is 154.2. Their defensive rating is 107.8. When Karl-Anthony Towns is on the floor and Mitchell Robinson is off the floor, the Knicks have a defensive rating of 115.3. So the Knicks' defense is 8 points better per 100 possessions when Robinson is accompanying Karl-Anthony Towns on the floor. Long way for me to get that information across, and I butchered it a couple of times, but that's on me. Moral of the story, in the 19 minutes that Mitch and Cat have played together, over 100 possessions, they would have outscored their opponents by 46.3 points. So safe to say it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Safe to say it's working.
And Mitchell Robinson is making his presence known. That's it. In the limited minutes that he's playing, as he's increased over and over, he is making this defense better. Now, do I really know if it's better from three? The Knicks have played mediocre teams besides the Warriors as of late.
And, their defense should be much better when Brunson comes out. Miles McBride becomes your point of attack defender.
And
he's a much better defender than Jalen Brunson. And that moves Mikal Bridges from point of attack to off ball, and Bridges is a much better off the ball defender than on the ball. And he gets to guard the second quickest guy every night. And he's much better when he doesn't have to guard the speedy, quick guard all over the floor. Like a defensive lineup of Miles McBride, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns, that should be a top 10 defensive team in the NBA.
How far are we from Frostbank Center? 3 hours?
Was that San Antonio?
Yeah. 4 hours? 5 hours?
I'm going to guess 4.5 hours.
I have no idea. I don't even know where San Antonio is.
I almost bought tickets to this game 3 months ago because I want to go see Wemby play this year. Good thing I didn't. Frostbank Arena?
Frostbank Center, Frostbank Arena, one of the two.
We are 4 hours and 2 minutes. 4 hours and 2 minutes. Bryce Milligan says, hey, Marsh, going to New York tomorrow. Any good food spots I should try? John's of Bleecker Street Pizza. Get your pizza.
See, I like Joe's Pizza. That's right outside of Times Square.
Okay.
That's a really good spot. Or if you're on the Upper East Side, I think it's about 91st Street, Roma Pizza. That pizza open until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Amazing spot. I'm a pizza guy, so I'm always looking for pizza spots in New York City.
You could pull in any pizza spot, I would assume, in New York City, and it's going to be fire.
You got to go to that Sbarro's. It's right across from MSG.
Shout out to all y'all. 330 people in the building. If you haven't yet, Please hit that thumbs up icon. We're 34 likes away
Come on.
from 150. Can we get to 150 likes on today's show? It's free. It's easy. Support. Hit the thumbs up icon. Let's make this the biggest watch stream on YouTube today for the New York Knicks. Log it in.
Now retro play. They're all the way in San Antonio tonight. Here we go.
All right, the Knicks wearing their road blues. Spurs wearing their classic whites. Sohan and Towns will jump it up, and we're underway in San Antonio. Spurs will start with it. Stephon Castle will have it up top. He'll get it to Vassell, who swings it to Paul. Moving it around well. Not really getting anywhere. Vassell up top. Less than 10 on the shot clock. He'll swing. Sohan. Pump fake. Drive from top of the key. He'll rise. Layup. No good. Good defense by Anunoby at the rim. Hart will push it up. Drops it off to Towns for three. Is up and in. Karl-Anthony Towns knocks it in. New York paints the scoreboard first. Vassell, is he a second-year player now? Swinging it to Barnes. Barnes drive, reverse layup is good. Still a crafty scorer. McBride will have it. He'll swing it around. He'll get it right back on that right wing. They're going to try to post up Towns. They do. Good interior pass. Baseline fade. Good.
Should have been
Karl-Anthony Towns back-to-back bucks. And the Knicks are up by 3. Castle driving, trying to answer, and he does. The rookie out of UConn showing his ability to get to the rim. One of my favorite players in the class last year. I said I would have took him number 1 overall. Bridges, interior pass to McBride, a little bit out of target. He catches it right back to the cutting Bridges, who lost it, got it back, and now we'll post up Towns. He'll go right in the hook shot, up and in. 7 straight points for Cat. Give me some 32s in the chat. They'll move it around now. Barnes in the corner. Pull up 3 is good. Harrison Barnes, rise up and knock it down.
Turn back the clock, Harrison. Jesus.
We're knotted at 7. Bridges at the top of the key. They're trying to free up OG off ball. Bridges and Anunoby play catch. Bridges on the baseline. Guarded by Sohan. 5 on the shot clock. He'll just throw it into Towns. Towns going to have to work quickly. He'll drive baseline, rises and throws it down. That was horrible defense by San Antonio. Towns ripped through. 1-2, boom.
Nice.
He's got all 9 for the Knicks. Castle into the paint. No defense by the Knicks. And it's 9-9. This has a feel of a summer league game right now. McBride to initiate. He'll throw it to Towns, who's out by the logo. Finds Hart right back to Deuce. They're going to post up Towns. Now he'll pop out for 3. He'll launch it. Looking for 10 straight. Missed it. A little bit of the heat check there for Towns. Castle will bring it up the left side. McBride will guard. Crossover. Has a step. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Sluggish defense for both parties.
All offense. First free throw, no good. Cat doing everything, as he should. If you're going to take advantage of a team with no center, you have to give the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns. Castle's second free throw goes down.
Knicks down by 1. They've missed 1 shot. Bridges to bring it up. Castle will guard him. And now we'll go to McBride, who's guarded by Vassell. Deuce on the left wing, keeping his dribble alive, and they're going to post up Towns. If they have Jeremy Sohan guarding him, they're going to go to that often. Towns, drive, kick. McBride on the right wing, 5 to shoot. He'll face up, puts it on the deck. Step back deep, 2. No good. Rebound by San Antonio. They'll look to push an athletic team. That'll be Vassell. Pull up 3, no good. Rebound by OG Anunoby. He'll kick it up head to Bridges. Bridges can go all the way. He does. Reverse layup blocked. Got it back on the left block. Push shot from 5 feet is short. Bridges kind of short-armed that one.
Or your shoulder, brother.
Paul off the screen, into the lane, cross-court kick. Barnes for 3. Banked it in from the corner. Are you kidding me? Harrison Barnes. What is this, 2016? He just banked a 3 from the corner in. OG, he'll try a 3. Missed. Rebound by San Antonio. Chris Paul to bring it up. He's going to drop it off here to Sohan, and he'll get it right back. They'll initiate the 2-man game. Paul lost the dribble, gets it back, throws into the corner. Barnes will try again. Missed it. Long rebound, controlled by Chris Paul. Did not hit the rim. Only 5 seconds left. Same spot for Barnes. Same result. Missed it. Out of bounds. Off of San Antonio. Knicks ball going that way.
Sloppy play, man. Sloppy play. Cat for 3. Short. Rebound Harrison Barnes.
It was 9 straight points for the Knicks. They've missed like 4 shots in a row, maybe 5 now. 7:20 left here in the first quarter. Barnes on the right wing, guarded by the smaller McBride. He'll take him to the rack, throws it up, and lays it in.
Call timeout, man.
What's up, Bush Kid? Says Russell Wilson to the Giants. Is that what you want? As that's going to be a miss, but an offensive board to Towns. He'll lose it, get it back, fall away 2. He started off hot, and he's taken some terrible shots since. Hart saves it. Towns missed it again, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns needs to lock it in here. Knicks are down by 6 here early to the shorthanded Spurs. They don't get back on defense. Sohan has it inside deep, poked away by Hart. Picked up by Bridges, stolen by the Knicks. Here we go. Josh Hart yet to make an impact. He'll throw it inside to Anunoby. He's got good positioning, and he missed the 2-foot layup, but he was fouled. OG will go to the line for a deuce. He'll go to the line for a deuce. Going to the line for a pair. OG Anunoby.
Timeout by the Spurs.
Timeout by San Antonio. Why is Jeremy Chucks calling me? Hello? What's up, man? Live for the Knicks game. What's up? I'm already live, brother. Thank you, brother. Later.
What did he say?
I don't know. He just said he wanted to call to say, go New York, go New York, go. So I would say he needed something, and he didn't know I was working, and here we are. So thanks for nothing, Chugs.
Shout out to Chugs.
Shout out to Jeremy Chugs. Mr. Rick in the building. What's going on, Cha?
What's up, Mr. Rick?
I was a little too zoomed out, but I think that'll do. That'll do.
We good? We good?
I think we're good now.
All right.
Retro Play says, what's the latest on Aaron Rodgers? Go check the video that I filmed at my house from 6:45 a.m. this morning. If I can wake up at 6:45 to film an Aaron Rodgers update video, you can go check it out.
Oh, my God.
That's why you subscribe, and that's why you turn your notifications on. What's going on, Mr. Rick? Shout out to Clint L in the building.
Oh, man.
This should be a wire-to-wire win. Well, you're already down by 6, so that ain't happening. Sean Hayes, the legend in the building. What up, Sean? Thank you for being here, Mr. Hayes. Thanks for always showing love like you do. We love you, man. A1, legitimately, since day one. Says, what up, fam? San Antonio is already playing zone defense. Knicks are struggling. Warriors did it too. I'm telling you, the Knicks have struggles against the zone. Why do they have struggles against the zone, Alper?
Because they can't shoot the ball.
They can't shoot.
When Josh Hart can't make threes, you play that zone and you're going to win 9 times out of 10.
You know what, Mr. Rick? If Hart and Chugs were in the same crate locked up, I think Hart wins. Chugs is a big teddy bear. He's a big teddy bear. Nah, nothing else. Nothing else, Retro. Nothing else.
I mean, what was it? Diana Rossini said this, and then Pelissero said that, and all that. It's
Pelissero says the Vikings are out, which they were never in, like we told you guys. And then Rossini says, well, the Vikings aren't out. It's not an in or out thing. They're just not making a decision at this time.
What do you mean?
Alper, if I asked you, do you want to go to the movies? Are you in or out? And you say, I'm not ready to make a decision at this time. That means you're out because we're going to the movies. OG knocks in the first. How we playing? We started off really hot. Towns scored the first 9 points. And then a road game in San Antonio against a team that's tanking kind of settled in. And now we're starting to play a little bit of hoops. We'll see where we're at. We're down by 5 as Anunoby missed that second free throw. Keldon Johnson. Is that your boy?
Yeah, you could say that.
Sohan will have it up top on that right wing. Hands it off to Vassell. He'll turn the corner at the foul line. Rise up from 10. Back iron no good. The putback was missed by Johnson. Hart with the rebound. He'll kick it up ahead to Anunoby. He'll drive to the lane. Lost it. Poked it into the corner. McBride saves it. Now we'll play an offensive set. Bridges kicks out. Deuce. Corner 3 no good. Rebound by San Antonio. Here they come. Chris Paul still getting it done. Off the screen. Pocket pass to Sohan. He'll go right at Towns. Good defense. Force him to kick it out. Johnson will now drive, and it's an offensive foul. Moving screen. Jeremy Sohan. Knicks ball going that way. Quinn Hell says Aaron Rodgers needs to retire. Why would Aaron Rodgers retire when 2 teams are willing to pay him $90 million? Would you retire from your job if your job offered you $90 million for 2 years?
No chance in hell.
McBride to initiate for the Knicks. No subs yet. Knicks haven't made a shot in over 4 minutes. OG will try for 3. In and out. No good. That one was halfway down. Knicks have been stuck at 10 for 5 minutes now. Chris Paul, patented move. Foul line. Jay is up and in. Quinnell, yeah, you're right. I mean, he got cut from his last team, the Jets. Man's got a chip on his shoulder. I can promise you that. Deuce will try. No good. Knicks offense has gone ice cold. It's not like this is good defense by San Antonio. The Knicks are just building a house. Chris Paul, dribble, pull up 3. Good. Down by 10 to San Antonio.
It's never easy for this team. It's never easy.
Never easy. 13-1 run against the San Antonio Spurs, who are actively losing games. Bridges, drive, kick, Hart, swing, deuce, pass. Bridges, 3.
Nope.
Miss. Rebound by San Antonio. Chris Paul, pull up 3. Good. Down 13 to San Antonio.
Call timeout. Call timeout, Tibbs. Get yourself back.
This is a game that you could have penciled in last year as a 25-point win.
Yep. Well, I mean, remember last time that the Knicks played in San Antonio?
There was a lot of Ryan Arcidiacono minutes going around last year before the trade. And that only happens if you're blowing teams out.
Wasn't the game in San Antonio where Brunson scored 61? And Wemby had 40 and 20?
Yeah, I would say it's a different caliber team than this San Antonio Spurs team.
Oh, though. Okay. So I got what you're saying. I get what you're saying now. You're saying without Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, like with last year's team.
The Knicks used to dominate inferior teams
yes,
last year.
Yes, yes. Yeah, if I bring up, let's see what they're like. Mikal Bridges 0 for 3. OG Anunoby 0 for 4. Karl Towns Karl-Anthony Towns, 4 for 8. Miles McBride, 0 for 3. Josh Hart hasn't taken a shot. Stupid. Tracy Morgan make the trip to San Antonio?
Get him on a flight if he didn't.
Yeah, please.
Get him on a flight if he didn't.
Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes are turning back the clock. Yeah, because the Knicks aren't playing any defense. Knicks trying to kill my parlay early. Strictly college basketball this week, Woody. Rebounds for Cat. Stone, look on your screen, brother. That's a goose egg.
What's up, ballers? What up, Stone? What up, Sherwin? What up, NJ? What up, everybody? Shout out to y'all.
Got 480 people in the chat. If you could, let's get to 200 likes on the video. Hit that thumbs up icon. It's free. It's easy. Come on, guys. Let's get that to 50% here. I know not all of you hit that thumbs up icon. What's up now, Dimitri? Back to action here. Mikal Bridges down the lane. Back out to OG. Pumps fakes. He's driving in. Going for a layup. No good. But Mitchell Robinson taps it in.
Robinson inserted to the game and makes an impact play early, and the dry spell of 6 minutes is over for the Knicks. Bridges for McBride, Robinson, Shaman, and Anunoby. Chris Paul off the screen, into the lane. Robinson there. Then he just retreats, and Chris Paul patented baseline fall away too. Got to D up the whole time, Mitch. No scouting report. He wants that shot. You just walked him into the building he was trying to find.
Yep.
McBride into the lane, nowhere to go. He'll kick it to the corner to Bridges. His drive cut off. Skip pass into the corner. Shamet swings Anunoby. Hands it off to McBride. He'll stop and pop from 13. No good. Robinson tips it up and in again. Back-to-back offensive putbacks for the big fella. CP3 playing like it's 2014. Guarded by Shamet. He'll use the screen here from Biombo. Robinson and drop. He'll swing to Vassell, who gets it to Keldon Johnson in the corner. He'll try to drive on Anunoby. Lost it, got it back. Push shot from 4 feet. No good. Great defense by OG Anunoby. Good board by Robinson. OG will bring it up. He'll try to drive. Hands it off to Bridges. He'll drive. 1-2. Into the lane. Fouled. Can't get it to go. 2 free throws coming up for Mikal Bridges. Niall Dimitri. What's happening, Beast Mode? Thank you for the love. As always, my man says, hello, Marshall. Hello, Alper. Let's rock. Let's go, Knicks. Niall Dimitri, thank you for always being here. Thank you for always supporting in the way that you do,
bro.
man. Thank you. Did CP3 sign a 1 or 2 year deal with San Antonio?
I don't know.
I want to say it was a 2-year deal. I would say this. If he's a free agent, I would love for him to be the backup point guard for the Knicks next year.
Is he not ready to retire yet?
I don't think so.
1-year deal.
I would sign him. I would sign him next year to be the backup point guard for the Knicks.
Second free throw, good.
I kind of wanted them to sign him this year.
I wouldn't mind him.
Someone that could just run an offense when Brunson's out.
He's 39 years old, so he's still got a couple years left.
Pull up midi from Vassell. Front iron, no good. Rebound was almost picked up by Biombo, but it bounced to Deuce. Knicks have numbers if they want. Deuce drops it off to Shamet. He'll fire. No good. Long rebound picked up by Bridges. Mid-range shot up. Air ball. Wow. Come on, Mikal. Come on, Mikal. Wow. Logo 3 from Chris. No good. Anyone ever just called him Chris? Because it sounded super weird saying it. OG will handle for the Knicks. He's guarded by Paul. He'll drive. Takes a bump. No good. Vassell back out to Johnson. Right wing tray ball. No good. Rebound by Robinson. He's got to be up to almost like 4 boards already.
Got 5.
5. Deuce on the left side. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges to Robinson. Robinson hands it off to McBride. 10 on the shot clock. McBride to Bridges. Right wing. He'll drive. Lost it, but he was fouled. He was fouled. I don't think that was in the act of shooting, so I think it might be Knicks ball on the baseline with a 14th spot on the shot clock. I think the foul was on Champagnie. We need Grimes and Obi. I thought it was funny that both those guys posted pictures on Instagram with the same exact caption. Bet on yourself.
More Grimes. Not
Just
Obi.
coincidence?
No.
Knicks will throw it in from the baseline. Payne enters the game, and he'll get rolling right away. Into the lane. Floater up. No good. Vassell to initiate for San Antonio. Wembeyama running an old 2-man game. Now he hands it off to Castle. Castle using the screen. Shamet trailing. Pull up. 8-footer. No good. Biyombo with an easy putback.
Bismack Biyombo.
The Knicks compete level is very low right now. Their skill being shown is not a lot right now. You have 16 points. Shamet, corner 3. No good. He's 0-2 from downtown. The Knicks look horrible on both sides of the floor.
Just playing down to your competition, really.
Castle, layup, missed. Rebound by Landry Shamet. Less than 55 ticks left in the quarter. Shamet on the right wing. Looking to give the ball up. He'll find Robinson. The Knicks just do a lot of passing, but they don't really get anywhere.
No.
Anunoby into the lane.
Why'd you
Pass,
pass
deflected, stolen. And then out of bounds off San Antonio. It'll be Knicks ball on the baseline. Not sure if they'll reset the shot clock. It's currently at 6 seconds. I mean, you're almost down 15 to the San Antonio Spurs in the first quarter. Payne gets it into Towns. Towns, baseline drive, foul, counted, and the bucket. Karl-Anthony Towns right back into the game and right back on the score sheet. He's got 11 of the 18 for the Knicks, looking to make it 12 and 19.
He's the only one who could do anything tonight. Towns missed the free throw. Is that Castle? Shoots a 3. No good. Rebound Biyombo, and he puts it in.
You got to box out, Mitch. Got to box out, man. Bismack Biyombo with 2 offensive putbacks already in the quarter. 20 seconds left. 6-second shot clock, game clock difference. We're going to post up Towns on Sohan. Backs him down. Right-hand hook shots up and in. It's been Karl-Anthony Towns or nothing for the Knicks offense so far. He's got 13 of the 20. 6 of 10 from the field. Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Castle off the screen. Falls, but he was fouled. I think the Knicks had one to give. Smart foul there by Bridges. They'll inbound it with 5.7 seconds. Here we go. 3-2, Vassell. Blocked! His 3 at the buzzer was blocked by Anunoby. Knicks lose the first quarter by 9.
I'm giving that one an F.
That's an F. That's
That's
about
an
an
F.
F.
It's a stone cold F. I mean, if Karl-Anthony Towns was not in the game, if he wasn't playing good, the Knicks would be down by 20. Now Dimitri's given a D-. Now Dimitri. Knicks have 20 points. First quarter against one of the worst teams. Mitch is stepping up on defense and Cat is dropping back. He has to block out. Oh, man. Why does this team always play down to competition?
Is it playing down to competition if they consistently do it and they never play up to competition?
Yeah, I mean, that's something to consider here.
They don't beat great teams, and it's always a dogfight against everybody else.
Yeah.
They just go out there and play. They just play.
It's just
They very
go out
rarely
there.
exert their will on somebody.
no.
All right, second quarter underway. Payne will throw it into Towns. Towns going to post up Sohan again. And he's fouled on the drive. No, it'll be a defensive 3 seconds, excuse me. Vic 87 to stop shooting, drive to the hoop. There
They
was
patched the paint.
all they did was drive to the lane that quarter.
He just missed everything.
All they did was drive. Bridges missed layups. OG missed layups. Campaign missed layups. Towns missed a couple layups. I mean,
Oh, there was a defensive 3 second. Carl Tad. Technical free throw for Mr. Cat.
Shamit will throw it into Towns. It's been the Knicks offense all night long. And then another defensive 3 seconds in the key. Back to back. Ryan Arcidiacono smiling somewhere.
Back to back from Keldon Johnson. They just said his name on the broadcast.
That's why you subscribe.
Cat makes the free throw. Knicks cut the lead to 7 without doing a single thing. Cat inside, takes on 3 defenders and lays it in. Basically a 4-point play for Karl-Anthony Towns. Spurs driving down the lane, goes right to the basket. Layup is good by Blake Wesley. I don't even know who that is. Back to 7.
Payne will have it on the left wing. Swings to Towns. Towns will drive. 1-2 in the lane. He's fouled. Can't get it to go. But 2 free throws coming up for the big fella. It's been all Towns for the New York Knicks tonight. He'll be fine when he needs to celebrate a 3, though. Towns, first one up and in.
It's good.
Sean Hayes in the building.
I got
Showing
you
love as always. We appreciate you, man. Everyone give me a SH in the chat for Sean Hayes.
I don't know. Yeah, they just checked into the game, and I can't pronounce his last name. I don't know if you can, Marsh.
Who?
The guy who just checked in. Go look at like Mikal. I don't know, man.
Not a chance. Precious Achua into the game for the Knicks. Sohan hands it off to Castle. Castle into the lane. Jump pass is deflected. Stolen by the Knicks. Towns tapped it to Hart. It's a 3-on-3. Hart to Achua. Rocks the rim with two. Hart threading the needle with a bounce pass, and Achua did the rest. Lead cut to 3. Champagnie, drive, kick. They swing. Pick and roll. Pump fake. Drive, kick. Foul line swing. Champagnie's 3 is blocked. They got it back. 3 to shoot. Shot is up. Back iron. Rebound by San Antonio up and in. How many offensive rebounds are the Knicks going to allow tonight? Sean Hayes, what's up, my man? Thank you for the $10 super chat as always. Serious question. What coaches in the league right now could lead this team further than Tibbs? I'll start with Spoelstra. Love you guys. Very great show. As that's stolen by San Antonio. They're out and running. That layup is up and in, fouled and one. Is that Malachi Brannon or whatever?
That was Blake Wesley.
Blake Wesley? What happened to the guard from Ohio State that they drafted last year? Or it was 2 years ago. I thought that was him. What coaches elevate this team? I think Spoelstra for sure.
Spoelstra, 100%.
I think there's a good bit. I
think Kenny Atkinson would. Free
I
throws missed. Rebound by Achua.
I think the Boston Celtics head coach would. As Josh Hart settles in for a pull-up 3. No good. Love the confidence there. San Antonio out and running again. And then Campaign fouls him in transition. I think Ty Lue, someone said that name in the chat. I think that's a good one to mention.
Ty Lue, yeah.
I would even like I'm blanking on his name. I don't know why, but the Rockets head coach.
Ime Udoka.
Udoka. I think both the Oklahoma City coach, I think the Celtics coach, I think the Cavs coach. Castle at the foul line, pull up 2, no good. Rebound by Cat. He'll kick it up ahead to Hart on the left side. Well, Pacers Stink, he asked what coaches in the league right now. That would be the ones that are employed, brother man. As Campaign throws it in for the right wing, up and in. If he asked for fire coaches that are available, I would have answered that. But he just answered, yes, coaches that are in the game. I think Mike Malone would. Castle swinging it out. Wing 3 is good for long last name. Lefty big man.
Mamukalishvili.
What's the first name?
Sandro.
Hart, backdoor to Payne, into the corner to Achua. He'll drive baseline. Well, body to body. Misses the point blank layup. Rebound by Harrison Barnes. Rick Pitino. Do we bring him back again? Harrison Barnes driving foul to the line for 2. Miami should be a lot better than their record, says Sherwin. I don't agree. I think that roster stinks.
As Harrison Barnes misses the first free throw.
I think if Tyler Hero is your second best player, you're in a lot of trouble.
Second? I think he might be the best.
I'm taking Bam. I don't think there's a GM in the league that would rather have Tyler Hero than Bam.
Second free throw, good. I think Bam has a little bit of cat in him, if you know what I'm saying. He's a little soft.
He didn't look soft in those playoff games against the Knicks. Payne, another 3, missed. I mean, if Bam's your best player too, you're in trouble. But Castle into the lane, lays it up, fouled and one. The Spurs up by 10 again, looking to make it 11.
Oh, hold on.
Pacers says, were you watching Knicks games before Tibbs was coaching? No, it's actually my first year watching the Knicks.
You know the roster that the Knicks had before Tibbs?
And there's nothing more when I hate when people say that.
When your starting point guard was Emmanuel Mudiay?
Just because something was better than what you previously had doesn't mean it's the best thing for the job. As that's going to be an offensive foul on Landry Shamet. Knicks are falling apart. Knicks are falling apart here. Michael Talkin Yank says, why can't we play with trash teams? I think Castle, pull up 2. No good. Rebound by Hart. Hart will get it to Payne. Payne on the wing. Finds Cat. Cat swings it to Hart. Hart throws it out of bounds off of Chua's hands. Knicks down 11, 7:40 to go. Castle, top of the key, off the screen. Kicks it cross court to Barnes. Barnes blows by Hart, results in a dunk. Josh Hart is just not the defender he once was.
Call timeout. Just call timeout.
Pacers stink. I agree. Tibbs did bring a culture to the Knicks. No disagreement for me there. That culture he brought's not really represented, though, in this team anymore.
Shout out to the $5 super chat from Alan Nedzwicki.
Alan Nedzwicki. What's up, man? Still waiting to find out who the quarterback is so we could send him a Giants jersey. What up, Marsh? Hey, what up, big time? Hey, what big time star who would want to come here do you think would make us contenders? A lot of them. A lot of big time stars. I think that the Knicks will try to pursue Giannis this offseason.
I agree.
I think Giannis is at the top of their list right now. I'll continue to ponder that. If anyone's got a name that they think, drop it in the comments section. First, though, I got to give a huge shout-out to our proud sponsor, Factor. Shout out to Factor for sponsoring today's show. If you're looking to optimize your nutrition in the year of 2025, best place to do it is with Factor. Go to factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use our promo code FactorPodcast. You're going to get 50% off your first order. If you live a busy lifestyle like I do, we don't have time to always meal prep. You don't always have time to go to the grocery store and spend a lot of time there to pick out the best meals and the best food and stay healthy. Factor has you covered. It arrives fresh and fully prepared, which is perfect for any busy, active lifestyle. It's also fresh, never frozen. You could heat and eat in 2 minutes so you could feel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfast options, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals that are tailored to your goals, like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Get started with Factor today. Go to factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use the promo code FactorPodcast and get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That is Factor Podcast. That's the code at factormeals.com/factorpodcast. Get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. What's up, Sean Hayes? Yes, Marshall, which fired coaches? I have a name that I am going to have at the top of my list if the New York Knicks move on from Tom Thibodeau. And the name at the top of my list is Sam Cassell.
Sam Cassell.
Sam Cassell,
Okay.
lead assistant for the Boston Celtics since 2023.
I think he was with the Clippers at one point.
Spent some time with the Clippers. Sam Cassell is at the top of my list right now when it comes to a potential head coach replacement. His campaign misses the layup, but Achua there to tap it up and in. I know he's never been a head coach before, but he's someone that's on my list. Someone that's on my list near the top.
I like that. I do like that.
Someone says Dan Hurley. Is Dan Hurley an NBA coach?
I don't think so. Do you really want a guy that's going to transfer over?
As that's going to be an off the dribble three. Good for San
From
Antonio.
Sandro.
Mike Woodson. We're doing the retreads again.
I don't want to do the retread.
How many times are we going to bring back Mike Woodson? Campaign, corner three. No good. Knicks are down 14 to the San Antonio Spurs. What about Johnny Bryant? I don't know. I don't know if the Knicks are in love with Johnny Bryant. I think they would have made a stronger effort to keep him. They let him go for a lateral move. Drive, drop off the leg of the Knicks. It'll be Spurs ball on the baseline.
I don't want an old coach if we get rid. I don't want a Jay Wright. I don't want a recycled head coach. I like your idea. Bring in a new head coach. Bring in a former player that's youngish.
Been a part of a championship locker room. Another three for San Antonio is good. From Sandro, Mama, guard that man. Knicks are down 17. Sandro, Mam Uklavashi. Pass stolen by the Spurs. They're out and running. It's going to be a transition layup miss, but a putback by Sandro Mama Ukalevi.
Knicks are down 19. This is pathetic.
Towns will post up. They'll double. And he'll shoot it anyways and miss it. Selfish play by Karl-Anthony Towns. Move the rock, man. He also doesn't get back on defense. Nobody on the Knicks does. Stephon Castle, layup up and in. The Knicks are down 21 to the San Antonio Spurs.
19-2 run in the last 4 minutes for the San Antonio Spurs. Timeout, New York. This is straight belt to ass.
Oh, Towns is hurt. Of course he is. Karl-Anthony Towns holding his hand. I think he went to the locker room. It's convenient. Once he starts missing shots, he's hurt.
Towns walks off holding his hand or thumb, looked to be in real pain.
Just like he was with his knee after he got his dunk blocked, and he didn't miss any time, and he was ready to go and play the rest of the game.
Eric Musselman. The obsession with college coaches coming to the NBA. It's a different game, guys. Second half team Justice's dad. I mean, the Knicks have not come back down 20 this year. 19 against the Heat was their biggest comeback.
They have 33 points.
33 points. Look at this is pathetic, man. This is so pathetic.
Nobody except Karl-Anthony Towns in the starting lineup has made a shot. Bridges is 0 for 4, Anunoby 0 for 6, Hart 0 for 1, Deuce 0 for 4.
Ah. Yeah, I mean, look at the stats right now. Look at what's going on. Look at OG. Like I said when we opened the stream tonight, I get you've had a long trip and this is a lot of travel, but this team is awful.
Everyone in the NBA deals with it, though.
Yeah.
Towns to the locker room.
Now he's back
Oh,
out.
back out on the floor. Is he the most predictable player ever? Anunoby drops it off to Hart. Hart, nowhere to go. Hands it off to Deuce. He'll throw up a three. No good. San Antonio looking to extend their 21-point lead. Wesley driving, fouled, going to the line for two.
First free throw, good. Knicks down 22.
Hey, I mean, when your offense can't score, you got to roll with Hart, Precious, and Mitch. Hart, Precious, and Mitch. Where's the guy that was here in the Heat game that said, are you going to give Tibbs credit? Who was that? Who was that? I think those Pacers stink. He only really pops in when the Knicks are winning, though. 21-2 run for the Knicks. Psych. 21-2 run for the Spurs. Without Wemby. Without De'Aaron Fox. Robinson above the three-point line. Hands it off to Hart. Hart, pull up three. Missed. Wesley will push. Nobody stops ball, and it'll be a block for Robinson. Good defense there.
Knicks are shooting 29% from the floor. Missed shot by the Spurs. Rebound, Anunoby. OG's going to take the ball up the court. He's slowing it down. He's going to take a pull-up three. No good. Rebound by Castle.
Watching this team has become a chore. Castle to drive. Easy layup. Good. Great defense, Bridges. Great defense, Bridges. Hart will have it in the corner. Who passes to Robinson. Who hands it off to Bridges. Bridges throws it inside to Robinson, and he'll throw it down. Knicks cut it to 23. San Antonio calls a timeout.
What do you think the Spurs are thinking right now? We're up. Oh, my God. We're actually playing good for once.
The Knicks are losing to Jeremy Sohan, B. Wesley, and Sandro Mama Ukaveli.
Brunson, get home. Get healthy soon. Please. Evocati, there isn't any scoring players. Besides Karl-Anthony Towns, who hurt his fingers. My fingers hurt. Get Kolek in. Kolek's not going to do anything. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Apez. You let Cade Cunningham run into your building and go off, there's a problem. All right, back to action. Chris Paul's back into the game. Harrison Barnes down the lane. Throws to the corner, who I think it's Sokan. Misses the three. Rebound OG.
Can the Knicks put anything together to close the half? Bridges pass, deflected, got it back. He'll settle for a 13-foot pull-up, and he'll miss it. Rebound by the Spurs. Man, Sohan up top. Looking to hand it off to somebody. He'll just drive, and it's poked away by Robinson. Ball will stay with San Antonio.
Cat checking back into the game. Looks like he got his left fingers retaped up.
Oh, he's okay? Fingers are never a problem for him after a make. I've learned that. It's weird. After a made shot, Karl-Anthony Towns never has a finger problem. Paul to throw it in for the baseline. He'll get it to Sohan. Towns guarding him. He'll drive in the lane, hop step. Gets to that right hand, blocked by Anunoby. Great defensive play by him. Deuce McBride can go all the way if he wants. Drives, layup, stolen. And it'll be a run-out transition look. Vassell, wing three, bottoms. Knicks are down by 26 to the San Antonio Spurs. Towns and Anunoby trying to play a two-man game. So they'll dish to Hart, who gets it to Bridges. Bridges doing his best. Frank Ntilikina today. Towns is fouled. Finger's not hurt enough to throw up a buzzer, a half-court heave after the shot clock. That's why I will never believe him. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a bad person. When you watch someone 50 times like we have this year, you get to learn a little bit about who they are. Another miss and another transition run out for San Antonio. Knicks are down by 28. Knicks are down by 28. The San Antonio Spurs. They have 35 points and there's 2 minutes left in the half. Towns is doubled, doesn't see it coming. He'll pass to Anunoby, who throws it down. Chris Paul driving, kicking, Sohan at the foul line, driving on Towns. OG with the help. Swing out to Keldon Johnson for three. In and out, no good. Rebound by Cat. Bridges to bring it up. Under 90 seconds left. He'll throw it inside to Anunoby. OG fouled on the catch as Towns bends over and holds his hand. What's up, Darren? Appreciate the love, homie. Well, now your back's going to hurt because you just broke landscaping duty. Anybody else fingers hurt?
My fingers hurt.
Towns drives, layup, missed. Can't get the offensive board. And then he holds his hand on the way up. Oh, my God. This team is just very soft. Chris Paul into the lane, stolen by Hart. Knicks have numbers. Hart to Deuce. Transition three. Good.
Oh, my God.
Knicks cut the lead to 23.
Should we get the Chris Paul meme out?
Now Dimitri says he's leaving. We'll see you, Brody.
See you now, Dimitri.
Vassell into the lane, wide open, 16-footer. Good. No defense by the Knicks there. Down 25 with 40 seconds left in the half. McBride hands it off to Towns. Towns drive, kicks to Deuce. Deuce to Hart. Pull up three. Air ball. Air ball.
Oh, my God. All you can do is laugh at this point.
I'm looking forward to not doing the game tomorrow.
Me too.
I could use an off day. Vassell into the lane. No resistance. Drops off to Sohan. Layup up and in. Knicks are down 27. Towns' fingers hurt too much to play defense. Not enough to shoot the ball, though. Too much to play D. Not enough to shoot it. McBride, drive, kick. Bridges at the horn. Good. Knicks will go to the half down. Oh, it's going to be a great look. Good if it goes. Almost banked it in. The Knicks go to the half down. 24 to San Antonio.
Grade the half in the chat, guys. Clear F. Clear as day F. And guess what? Fs are in the chat because the Knicks are down 24. Want to knock out the sponsor, Marsh?
Let's do it. While we are at halftime, I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor, Factor. Get started with Factor Meals and use our promo code, Factor Podcast, and you'll get 50% off your first box. Go to factormeals.com/Factor Podcast and use that promo code Factor Podcast, and they'll hook you up with a 50% off discount. Look, if you're somebody like me that has a busy lifestyle and you don't always have time to cook, or you don't always have time to go to the grocery store, you don't have time to meal prep, don't have time to get all your meals ready for the week, Factor has you covered. Fresh and never frozen. Ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes. They have a bunch of different options as well. If you're looking for protein plus options, they've got that. Keto options, they've got that. I love it. Breakfast options, snack options, lunch, dinner, and so much more. They have these cold-pressed juices that I'm a big fan of. You get to pick your pre-made meals, which are prepped and cooked to perfection, and you just heat them up, you eat them, and you enjoy. Teriyaki chicken, gas, truffle, butter, filet mignon. Talk to me nice. Get started with Factor. Factormeals.com/Factor Podcast. That's factormeals.com/Factor Podcast. And use that promo code Factor Podcast, and you're going to get 50% off your first order. And we'll give you guys free shipping as well. Get started today. All that information is clickable down in the comments and description of today's video.
All right. That's just... I don't even have any, words to just talk about this game, because this is... If there was an absolute low point for the Knicks season right now, it's this game right here. The only person you're missing is Jalen Brunson. And this is the performance you like.
They called me an idiot when I said the Knicks should have fired Tibbs after being blown out 2 times against the top teams with 25 games left. I guarantee if you fired Tibbs then and you got a new coach, whether you just upgraded someone on the bench or somebody else, this team would look a little bit different. When your mentality and your message as a head coach is not being received anymore, think about who Tom Thibodeau is as a head coach. Effort, hustle, grittiness, toughness, and defensive tenacity. This team doesn't do any of those 5 things.
No.
It would be like having a team in the NFL that's run by Andy Reid and you can't score points.
$43 points, man. You scored 20 points in the first quarter. You scored 23 in the second. And you led up 29 in the first and 38 points in the second. I get it. I get Cat has 19 points. But what is the rest of your team doing, man? OG. 3 points? 1 for 8 from the field? Josh Hart hasn't even looked to score.
3 shots, and they're all threes for Josh Hart.
I couldn't tell you the last time I saw him do a transition fast break layup where he takes it to the rack himself. I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen him do that. Mikal Bridges, he came in averaging 23 points per game during this stretch. Shooting good. And you come out here and you're 1 for 6 from the field. 5 points. Deuce McBride, 1 for 7. This team as a whole is just playing terrible. Mitchell Robinson, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 for 3 from the floor. But it means nothing because you've let up 67 points in the quarter. Like, this is who's cooking you. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you if that's how, like, if his name is too long for this graphic. I've never heard of this man. He has 13 points. He's 5 for 6 from the field. Chris Paul, 10 points, 4 for 5 from the field. Where is the defense? Where is any effort from this team? And for all you people saying, put in Tyler Kolek, what the hell is he going to do, man? What the hell is he going to bring to the team? He can't play defense. You think he's going to make shots? It's pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. I know your best player's out, but your second best player needs to play defense. He's a Seton Hall guy, Justice is dead? Okay. Shout out to Stewie on the roof. One word reaction. Honestly, predictable. You expect to come into this game and blow this team out. This team is now tanking because their 2 best players are out for the season. And they want to get the best possible draft pick to look into the future. De'Aaron Fox is out, but he's staying on this team. Wemby is going to be one of the best players. So they want to lose and get the best draft pick possible. And they came into this game, and now you're up. They've scored 67 points and a half, and you're down 24. Keith Dollar, yeah. It does look like they've quit. It does look like they've quit.
I just, what's going to change?
A new coach.
Nothing will change until you have a new coach.
New coach.
New coach and new players. This team ain't going anywhere. And if they run it back next year, that team ain't going anywhere.
You're gonna
You have no dogs.
No.
You got a bunch of pups. Cat's a pup. Bridges is a pup.
This team has no fight in them. This team is purely soft.
They're soft.
They're clearly soft.
They're just soft.
Like, that's all there is to it. You saw it early in the season when Trae Young rolled the dice on the court, and they were all buddy-buddy about it. You saw it last week after Draymond said disgusting things and was a scumbag to Karl-Anthony Towns. Did anybody do anything when they played the Warriors? No. Were they hugging up, dapping them up after the game? Yup. You remember last year's team, Marsh, when T.J. McConnell started talking and Dante was just all up in his face like, who the hell is this guy? Do you remember when Alec Burks, or no, it was Isaiah Hartenstein, I can't remember which team it was, when he literally put his hand on the dude's neck and pushed him back? You would
Dante
never
got in the face of Miles Turner in that playoff series.
You would never see this from this team.
Kenya, I'm praying they play better for you tomorrow, my man. I'm praying they play better for you tomorrow, Kenya. $43 points. 43 points. Reese says he's going to the game as well. Kenya and Reese, y'all should link up, man.
Link up, boys.
If y'all link up, take a picture. We'll put it up on the show, man. Two real ones cooking.
Hell yeah. This team just isn't fun to watch. I got to force myself at this point to get excited. Even last game against the Heat, you're blowing them out by 30. It's like, yeah, cool. It's Miami Heat, man. 7-game losing streak, Miami Heat.
A game that you were down double digits.
Yep.
They're just never ready to play. Against the Celtics, they're always blown out in the first quarter. Against the Cavs, they're blown out in the first half. Against the Thunder, they've been blown out in the first quarter. Why aren't they ready to play ever?
Starts with your coach. You're right, Mino. Nobody has Anthony Edwards' energy. If you were in a fight, would you call any of these guys up to have your back?
They didn't have Cat's back.
And if you called them up, would they answer? There's going to be major changes made after the season. It's just kind of it's a question on what they're going to be. Eddie Covey, I don't think PJ Tucker's ever going to play. Personally, I don't think he even has a jersey. When he's on the bench, I think he's just in warm-ups. So sad, so sickening. So sickening. Why sign PJ if he's going to get minutes? Well,
Locker room.
Yeah.
Tough
room.
guy.
Tough guy. Guy that's not going to let this soft, part of my language, soft shit
Section
happen.
109. Row A, Kenya. Chill out, big dog.
That's got to be some good seats. Section 109, row A. Ooh. If you want to get those tickets at Madison Square Garden, you have to be paying an arm and a leg for that one. At this point, Yoo-hoo, that's if you're a Knicks fan, that's what you got to be rooting for right now. All right.
Section 103 is Reese, so you're right by Kenya, man. Y'all should link up. Eddie Kofi says, how much will we owe Tibbs if we let him go? All of his contract. Thing is, Dolan is not afraid to pay for coaches that are fired. The money that will pay. Knicks come out of the half with a step-back three from Deuce McBride, and he airballed it, and it went out of bounds. That's how we want to start the second half, Deuce. Step-back three. No passing. ISO step-back three for Deuce McBride to start the second half after Castle, three, good. No defense from the Knicks. Knicks are down 27. McBride will have it in the corner. He'll get it to a cutting Bridges. His layup, up and in.
Shout out to Dr. Coke with a $2 super chat.
Why does nobody give Leon Rose hate? I quite literally said 9 games into this season, the trade for Mikal Bridges looks like one of the worst trades of all time. As Anunoby just got hit in the mouth, there'll be an offensive foul on Stephon Castle. Yeah, ISO would be mean one-on-one NFL productions, going one-on-one.
You bring out the rest of the team, you bring them out so you have as much space as possible to go one-on-one.
Not only Bridges, I don't, even like now, I don't think the trade for Towns was bad.
I don't either.
I never believed that Julius Randle would win a championship. McBride for three, good, off the back iron. I would still, if the Minnesota Timberwolves asked me to undo the trade right now, I wouldn't undo it. The Bridges trade has killed you. You traded the control of 6 first-round picks. Sohan, foul line jumper, missed. Hart bringing it into the front court. Gets it to McBride, He'll drive past Paul into the lane, lost it, stolen off his leg. Deuce McBride, careless with the basketball again tonight.
It's going the other way.
And then he gets the ball stolen, and he tells Tibbs to challenge. And then Stephon Castle, coast to coast, lays it up and in. He goes at Bridges, fouled, and one.
Knicks back down by 24.
I mean, he's getting fried by Stephon Castle.
Yeah, I know. Castle missed a free throw.
Should have kept Precious Achiuwa. Well, we did keep Precious Achiuwa. Towns into the lane. Layup missed. Rebound by San Antonio. And they'll just dribble it out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball going the other way. And Bridges drives, fouled, and one. That's Carl says, Marsh, the Bridges trade is not as bad as the Beal trade. How many first-round picks did they give up for Beal? I don't even think they gave up a single one. It's not even close, to be honest with you. The Knicks blew their load Everything they worked for, everything they saved up picks-wise, they traded it for Mikal Bridges. They are now handicapped to where they can't make any more moves. As Harrison Barnes for three in the corner is missed. Offensive rebound by Sohan. Towns didn't box out. OG on the other end steals it from Chris Paul, and he'll be fouled. No. David M., if you did not make the Towns trade, you would be in a worse spot. Because who's your center? Who's your center?
Precious Achiuwa.
Knicks would be worse if they didn't make the Towns trade.
100%. I'm not mad at the Towns trade.
No, I would do it over and over and over again. OG to throw it in. He'll get it to Hart. Hart to Towns. Drives baseline. Layup up and in. Karl-Anthony Towns has been the only player with the knack to score for the Knicks tonight.
Down to 19.
Paul into the lane. Kicks it out. Castle driving on Hart. Layup up. Missed. Rebound by Hart. He'll push it up the left side. Hart.
Go all the way.
Into the lane. Lays it up. Got it to go. Wanted a foul. Didn't get it. San Antonio will take a timeout as the lead is under 20. And Josh Hart immediately goes to the ref to complain. How about you play better and stop complaining to the refs constantly?
Josh Hart is 1 for 4 from the field. You have no right to be talking to the refs.
Menno B, we'll just agree to disagree. If Moses Brown was so good, he would be on an NBA roster. We'll just disagree. We'll agree to disagree. Because I'm just not gonna ever agree to the idea that the Knicks would be better if they didn't have Cat and they had Moses Brown at center. I just can't rock with that.
Another $2 super chat from Dr. Coke.
What's up, man? Says postseason, if you were to make a trade, what? I'm looking to go get Giannis. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm looking to go get Giannis.
What are you giving up for Giannis?
Whatever it takes. Everybody on the team except for Jalen Brunson is
I agree.
Available to be traded.
Yep, I agree.
Anyone that the Bucks want outside of Brunson, they can have.
They can have. I'll throw him a Cat OG trade.
Hopefully it involves Mikal Bridges.
I just don't – I just don't think anybody's going to take him. I truly don't. I think you're stuck with him.
Why can't you show Mikal respect for playing games? I admire his durability. But showing up to work doesn't get you paid. Showing up to work isn't good enough.
Yeah, you could show up to work every single day. But if you don't do Knicks watch parties, does it matter? If you didn't, like all last week, if you showed up to work and you didn't make every single video for the Giants on every single free agency move, does it matter? No. But
being healthy isn't worth 6 first-round picks. 6 guys. 4 of their own, 1 that is top 3 protected from the Bucks, and another pick swap. 6 picks that the Knicks controlled. They no longer control.
Bridges giving you Kemba Walker vibes. Kemba Walker had worse knees. They don't even know what words to describe his knees. Fall off the bone. He was done. Stolen by OG off the timeout. He's going inside, and he's going to get blocked And a putback by
Bridges
Mikal
there to
Bridges.
put it back.
Knicks cut the lead to 15.
Chris Paul being pressed up on by Bridges. Just look at the effort difference from the Knicks in the first and second half. Why does it take being down 30 as the Knicks just fouled Harrison Barnes on a 3, I think? And Josh Hart complains to the ref again. I love Josh Hart, but man, when he is bad, he is really bad.
Shout out to you, Papa Swanky.
Papa Swanky, what's up, man? As I think they're going to say the foul occurred on the ground. They will. Thank you, Marshall Alba, for the consistent coverage of this team. Too much talent to be playing like this against the injured Spurs. It's annoying. It's very frustrating. 100% agree, Swanky. As Josh Hart fouls Vassell. And he complains to the ref again. Ah. Papa Swanky, appreciate you, man. Thank you for supporting this channel as always.
Appreciate you, Papa Swanky.
Vassell to the line. First one. No good. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Get your BDLs in the chat.
Second free throw, good.
Lead up to 16. McBride, Anunoby, Hart, Towns, and Bridges remain on the floor. Hart, top of the key, throws it to Towns. He'll throw up a wing 3. Good. Karl-Anthony Towns cuts it to 13. Vassell drives, fouled. Sohan hands it off to Castle. Castle driving, kicking. Harrison Barnes beats OG off the drive. Good defense late by him. Forces the miss.
What took them so long to start playing like this, man?
They had to be down 30. Bridges is going to post up Chris Paul. They'll double. He'll swing to Anunoby. OG doesn't make the extra pass. He'll drive and lay it up and in. Lead cut to 11.
19-3 run by the Knicks.
Paul swings to Vassell. Vassell hands off to Barnes. Barnes at the top of the key. Will throw it to the left elbow to Sohan. Towns on him. Hands it off to Castle. Castle drives it. Towns. Layup up. Miss. Good rebound there by Bridges.
Here we go.
Hart to bring it up the right side. Can they get it to under double digits? Hart to the corner. OG for 3. Good. As the Knicks cut it to 8.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
There we go. There we go. So, Dr. Coke, if the Knicks should have made so many moves at the deadline, but didn't. The Knicks should have made so many moves at the deadline, but didn't. Should have moved Mitch, Cam, and Shamet for a better bench. What do you think? For a better bench, they should have improved the bench?
You couldn't because of those stupid second apron rules.
Yeah, the only real trade that they could have made involved Mitchell Robinson. I've been pretty clear and consistent. I would have traded Mitch. I think you could have used a more impactful player. The thing is, Mitch didn't have any value across the NBA. He didn't have any value across the NBA.
I mean, there was teams that looked at Mitch. The Lakers looked at Mitch. There was a couple others, but nothing really came of it. It's hard to trade for someone who hasn't played a single second of the season. And honestly, at that moment in time before the NBA trade deadline, you had no clue when Mitch was coming back. Because the Knicks said he was coming back in December. Then it became January. Then it became February. Other teams didn't want to take a chance on that. So the Knicks ended up trading Jericho Sims instead. And Sims, I mean, not really making an impact on Milwaukee, but he did, I think he tore something in his thumb and he's out 6 weeks. But a trade really doesn't kill you. It's kind of a nothing trade. Shout out to you, though, Dr. Coke. Knicks were down 28 at one point. They've cut the lead to just 8. They're outscoring the Spurs in this third quarter. We're not even halfway, and they've already scored 22 points in this quarter. They've scored 23 total in the second and 20 total in the first. 22-6 in this quarter. Shooting 9 for 13, 3 for 3 from 3. And 10 points off the Spurs turnovers.
Chris Paul to bring it up for San Antonio. He'll hand it off to Vassell. McBride extending the defense all the way to half court. Vassell into the lane. 8-foot jumper. Good. Did the vibes get better? I'm not going to shake my ass for cutting a lead to 8 points.
No.
Let's win the game. Towns backing down Champagnie. He'll hand it off to McBride. Now I'll set a screen for him. Deuce on the right wing. 5 to shoot. Doesn't get it off. Passes it as the shot clock dies. I've been saying it for 2 years. Deuce McBride's not a point guard.
No, he's a shooting guard.
He's not a point guard. He can't handle at a point guard level. I don't think he's got the decision-making ability as a point guard.
Great off the ball.
Great. He's a good defender and a good scorer. He's a good two-guard off the bench. He's not a facilitator. That's just not what he is, and that's okay. Knicks are forced to play him at the point because Brunson's hurt. As that's going to be all out of bounds. McBride and Hart collapsing on Paul to turn it over. I don't think you trade McBride.
No.
I just think that he's not a point guard.
Your point guard's hurt right now.
But Alper, he's 6 foot, which means he's a point guard. That's what they told me.
He's a 2-guard.
It's very obvious he's an off guard. Hart hands it off to Deuce. Deuce has Champagnie on him. They're going to post up Towns, defended by Sohan. He's at that left elbow. He'll face him up, rip through, gets to the glass, misses it, got his own miss, and then had it stolen from him. And now the Spurs will run in transition. Johnson, drive, layup, good. Lead back to 12. McBride to Towns. Towns driving, left hand finish, smoked it. Here comes San Antonio, looking to extend the lead. Chris Paul on the right wing, guarded by Josh Hart. Sohan is hurt for San Antonio. Now he'll jog into the picture. He'll set a screen on Deuce. Chris Paul will drive and kick. Champagnie hands it off to Vassell. 5 to shoot. Let's D up. Sohan, right wing 3. Missed. Rebound by the Knicks. Yeah, I agree, Vasquez. I agree. I like Deuce a lot. I just don't think he's a point guard. Bridges off the screen, into the lane, underneath the rim, kicks into the corner. McBride for 3. Missed it. Rebound by Hart. Hart to Bridges. He'll shoot it from the dotted line. Miss it. Got his own miss, but it was a foul prior. Towns was knocked to the ground.
Towns flopped there. Mitchell Robinson checking into the game for Cat.
Towns will sit down after a good run in the third.
OG inbounds it to Mitch. Mitch back out to Mikal Bridges. Bridges driving down the lane and finds no one. Out of bounds, turnover. It'll be Spurs ball.
That's called not having a plan.
He
That's
ran into
called
the paint.
I'm just going to drive, jump, and pass it no matter what. Maybe that is the plan.
That's what I do when I'm at LA Fitness. But I'm not Mikal Bridges.
What happened to him as an offensive creator? Keldon Johnson into the lane. Shot over Mitch. Short. Good defense by Mitch. Long rebound. Bounces in the hands of Vassell, who kicks to a wide open Keldon Johnson. And it's going to be missed with a rebound by Robinson. McBride and Bridges play catch. Bridges has his dribble alive. He's going to post up Wesley on the left side of the floor and has it poked away. Stolen. Wesley, coast to coast, lays it up, missed it. Rebound by Vassell. Kicks it out. Champagnie wide open three. Good. The New York Knicks are back down by 15.
And they're going back and talking shit. Not one of your fake Knicks comebacks in the third quarter. Seen it plenty of times. Not one play called. Not one play called. You're right, Justice is dead. Alan, I'm not giving up 2 first-rounders for Walker Kessler. Come on, man. Walker Kessler. You realize what the Jazz are doing right now. The worst team, one of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst. Back to action. Deuce McBride taking up the ball.
Knicks haven't scored in 4 minutes. What's new? Dry spell Tibbs. OG driving, passing to Hart on the block. He'll kick it out to Deuce, who swings to Bridges, who hands it off to Anunoby for a corner three. No good. Rebound controlled by San Antonio. It almost went out of bounds. Johnson saved it, gets it right back. Pump fake, Mitch jumps. Johnson drives and is fouled.
Deuce is on the floor holding. He's fine.
What I would say, Vasquez, is I agree. I do think we overvalue first-round picks. But the way I look at first-round picks is currency. And the Knicks spent all their currency. Like, that is your trade currency. And while I do think first-round picks are overvalued, that's how you make big-time trades. And the Knicks, their pick currency is almost dry at this point. So I do agree with you that I think first-round picks are overrated in the sense of we overrate them. But I think when you talk about what they can be used as, and the Knicks not having any anymore because they spent $6 on a player who just is an above-average starter, it kind of sucks. I don't know if that makes sense.
The Spurs missed the free throw, got 2 offensive rebounds, and went back up for a layup and got fouled again, so they're once again heading to the free throw line. And Julian Champagnie just hit his first free throw.
We have one tradable first-round pick right now, Vasquez. One tradable first-round pick.
I'm with you, Rob Simpy. LGM, baby.
Is Rob Simpy in the building? What up? Welcome to Marsh Meltdown mode, Rob Simpy, as the Knicks are back down by 18. But hey, they did cut it to 8.
Oh.
They did cut it to 8.
Oh. They were telling you, Marsh, why aren't you happy? This is why.
McBride for 3. Good. What's up, Tyler? You can't trade your own first-round picks in back-to-back years.
No.
Like, the pick number the Knicks have isn't a problem. It's the lack of trade currency they have, especially first-round picks. Hart with the steal, drops it off to Bridges for 3. No good. Oh, it's sadly worse because I actually had expectations that this team could, get to the NBA Finals.
So did I.
And that's what makes it worse. Expectations are what ruins life. Vassell, pull up, missed. Out of bounds off San Antonio. It'll be Knicks ball.
That 9-game winning streak had me thinking the Knicks are going to the finals. That was an eternity ago.
Bridges will throw it to Robinson, who's out by the logo, who hands it off to Bridges. Bridges will drive at the elbow, kicks to Shamet. Shamet, 2-dribble pull-up off the baseline. Good.
Back down to 13. Final minute to go in the third quarter.
Sell off the screen, into the lane, drops it off to Wesley, who gets it to Bismack Biyombo, blocked by Hart. It'll go out of bounds. San Antonio will throw it in for the baseline. 9 seconds on the shot clock. What did we get in return for the Jericho Sims trade? Big
Wright.
bad DeLon Wright.
I think he got a little bit of cash considerations.
Oh, the money they'll be paying Tibbs with when he's fired.
Yep.
Vassell, deep corner 2. No good. Offensive foul by Vassell. Did they call him for the leg kick out? Reggie Miller style? I am dreaming Vasquez, and I'm seeing nightmares right now. I'm seeing nightmares.
I'm seeing extreme nightmares.
McBride driving, kicking, Bridges in the corner, being locked up by Julian Champagnie. Mikal Bridges, you broke me. McBride, pull up 8-footer, good.
2-11.
16 seconds left in the quarter. Knicks have cut it back down to 11. Got to get a stop here. Wesley off the screen, into the lane, drops it off, stolen. McBride will push, 4 seconds. Hart, coast to coast. And he's stripped. And he didn't even get a shot off. And he looks at the refs and complains. We have a lot of ref complainers on this team. Led by Josh Hart and Karl-Anthony Towns. See my boy Vinny Pip in the chat? What up, Vinny Pip? Vinny Pip and Rob Simpy here. It's a party. What's up, Bill Crosby? Billy Crosby.
Billy Crosby.
Well, we do go to a TV timeout in between the third and fourth quarter. I got to give a huge shout out to our proud sponsor, Factor. If you're trying to optimize your nutrition, in this year of 2025. The best way to do it is with Factor Meals. Go to factormeals.com/factorpodcast. Use that code factorpodcast, and you're going to get 50% off your first order. If you're somebody like me that doesn't have time to always go to the grocery store and meal prep and look for the best ingredients and the best quality food, listen up. Factor Meals has you covered. Fresh, never frozen, ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, and the meals are delicious. They have a bunch of different options when it comes to their meals. You can go protein plus, you can go keto, you can go calorie smart. It's good stuff, guys. My life is better when I got Factor in the fridge at home. I don't have to fight Rolly for kitchen time. I don't have to look at seeps in the kitchen when I'm trying to cook something up. I get in there, 2 minutes, I'm out of there, and I'm eating awesome stuff like that sweet potato, chickpea curry, the chicken Alfredo pasta, and that truffle butter filet mignon. I know Alpert's a big truffle butter guy.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Get started with Factor today. FactorMeals.com/FactorPodcast. Use that code FactorPodcast, and you're going to get 50% off. 50% off your first order, and we'll give you free shipping as well, because that's how nice we are. Get started with them today. FactorMeals.com/FactorPodcast. Promo code FactorPodcast. Wan'Dale Robinson receives Kentucky's highest civilian honor.
Oh, why couldn't they give me that civilian honor?
Because you're just a bad person. You and Draymond Green.
Opposite of Draymond Green. I lived in Kentucky longer than Wan'Dale Robinson. 6 years.
Tyler Truffle Butter.
Can we get Smitty to do the truffle shuffle?
You make truffle butter sound delicious, Bronx boy. You're the one that put me onto that. All right, fourth quarter underway. Knicks down 11.
Great
Can they
song.
do it? Can they do it?
Truffle butter, great song.
Take it to overtime. I can't do overtime today.
Fuck. No.
I can't do that.
No.
My mental health cannot do. Can we get some truffle in the chat? Chills. It's 83-72. It is.
We got an offensive foul by Bismack Biyombo.
Landope official is letting you know, Halper. Got the wrong score up there. We're not down 13, baby. We're down 11.
What am I doing?
What are we doing?
83.
We're sloppy just like the Knicks today. Here we go. Shamet, Payne, Robinson, Anunoby, and Hart on the court. Anunoby off the screen. Kicks it cross court to Payne. Right back the other way. Shamet, three. And here comes San Antonio. And then Anunoby's going to be called for a foul 90 feet from the cup.
Foul on Landry Shamet. As Sandro checks into the game for Bismack Biyombo. Dr. Koch, I don't know what a trade for KD would look like. Not sure what his value is. Keldon Johnson hands up to San Antonio down the lane, and the man with the long name, Sandro, slams it home. Josh Hart just gets his cookie stolen, and they're going to have a wide-open layup and one for Sandro.
Josh Hart fouled him.
And just like that, it's back to a 15-point game. That was a 4-point swing in about 15 seconds. Gabriel, I'd do that trade in a heartbeat, but I don't think the Timberwolves are doing that. Free throw is good. Knicks down by 16.
This is tough. Payne on the right wing. Nowhere to go with it. Nothing like your point guard picking your dribble up 35 feet from the basket. OG missed the layup. Robinson with the board. He missed the layup, but he was fouled. Why isn't Cat and Mitchell Robinson in together? They are. They are.
Look at the lineups there, my guy. OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, Cam Payne, and Landry Shamet. Free throw, good for Mitchell Robinson. Flava Flav at the game. Flava Flav. Mitchell Robinson, second free throw. No good, but rebound by the Spurs. They get into a walk-in three. No good. Offensive rebound by the Spurs. They're going to take a wide-open deep three, and it's good. 91-73 Knicks. Stephon Castle makes a 28-footer. Cam Payne, top of the key. Gives it to Cat, driving down the lane. Gets the foul, but no good. Karl-Anthony Towns' first free throw. Good.
Oh, man.
Second free throw, good for Towns. Spurs passing it around Sokan to Castle. Top of the key for Castle. Gets a screen, and he's going to take it down the lane on Mitchell Robinson. No good, but a foul. Hey.
You're down 17 to the Spurs. They don't have Victor Wembeyama or De'Aaron Fox playing.
Yep.
Knicks are also being out-rebounded by the Spurs.
Yep. It's very tough watch, Jack Daddy Bob. Second free throw, good.
You're down 18 to the Spurs. Payne will initiate. Get a screen from Cat. He'll throw up a pull-up tree. Missed. Robinson with the putback stuff. Castle using the screen. Pass stolen by Robinson. Robinson up ahead to Payne. Knicks have numbers if they want. Shamet for three. Rebound by San Antonio. Landry Shamet, bro.
Just one and done for the New York Knicks.
Landry Shamet, man. I'm tired of watching him play basketball. He has the green light, and he never makes a shot. Good defense there by the Knicks Twin Towers. Payne. Hesitating. Creating nothing. He'll throw it to Towns. Towns. Fouled on the drive.
Oh.
Shamit in the corner, off the screen from Robinson. He'll throw it into Robinson. He'll put it on the deck, and his shot's blocked. Got his own miss, and then threw it down. Chris Paul will bring it up. 11 points, 10 rebounds for Robinson, 5 on the offensive end. Could the Knicks put a run together as we got about 8 minutes left, down 14. Sohan driving. Good defense by Mitch. He'll have to kick it out. Castle has to leap up to grab it. He'll take a pull-up three. Good defense by Anunoby. Missed. Rebounds by Towns. Here comes Payne up the right side. He'll throw it into Anunoby. He'll drive. Foul and one. Count it. OG Anunoby took the rookie off the bounce. Drew the contact and threw it down. Chance to cut it to 11.
This is the Knicks' chance right here. Cut it to single digits with 8 minutes left. You got a chance. But if you let the San Antonio Spurs get another run, this one is over.
So we'll go to a TV timeout.
Truly don't know, Gabriel. I truly don't know. Kolek, point guard 2? We'll see what the Knicks do in free agency. Let's see what moves they make, because I think major changes are coming to this team. What's good, J-Rock? How we doing, brother? Yes, sir. Watching this terrible game. Rico State says Knicks suck, not ready this year. Nuggets brought in Russell Westbrook. Sometimes they look really good, and sometimes they look like they're going to lose first round. Starts with the coach, Stacks. Starts with the coach. Wow. Jack Daddy Rob, I know, but those are empty stats, brother. They're down by 30. They're down by 30. All right, OG to the line for the and one.
If you're going to make a run, now's the time.
Yep.
Now's the time. Down 11. Here we go. If you're going to do it, now's the time. Sohan hands it off to Keldon Johnson, who finds Sohan off the cut. He'll go up with it, blocked by Robinson. Towns and Robinson have the Knicks playing some defense right now. Payne to bring it up the left side. He'll find Anunoby, top of the key. OG back to Payne. Old two-man game. Payne, pull up tree ball. Good. Payne cuts it to 8 again. Closest the Knicks have been here in the second half. They got it to 8 once, and it ballooned back to 18. Now it's down to 8 again. Can they make a push? Stephon Castle has had his way with the Knicks. Off the screen, kicks it out. Sandro, 3, good.
Dude, who is this guy? Like, seriously, who is this guy?
4 of 4 from downtown. Towns driving, kicking, Shamet, swinging, Payne, moving it. OG on the right wing, pull up 3, good. OG Anunoby answering with a 3 of his own. Castle off the screen. Anunoby forces him to change his direction. They'll throw it out to Sandro. Gets it to CP3. 10 on the shot clock. Pick and roll with Chris Paul. Back out to him. Pick and pop. Sandro, 3. Good. 5 of 5 from 3. Sandro Mamukelele, I think is how you say it. Maybe I should learn. He has 24 on the Knicks.
They're giving him an MVP chance.
Mamu is what Alan Hahn called him.
I'd love to see Rolly's reaction just now. Cade just hit a game-winning 3 on the Heat.
Who?
Cade.
Against who?
The Heat.
Robinson to the line. I think the little hack of Robinson here as he makes the first free throw. Robinson misses a second. Hack of Mitch works that time. 10-point game, 6 minutes to go. Plenty of time. As the great Walt Clyde Frazier would say, you can't afford to trade buckets. You got to get stops. Paul driving, kicking. What a pass. Sandro Mamukelele throws it inside off the fake 3. Knicks back down 12. Payne inside to Towns. Towns layup good, but they're going to say a foul before the shot. Towns will go to the line for 2 as both teams are in the bonus.
They did hack a Mitch again.
Again, yeah, they're going to keep doing it. And they
It's
should.
working.
He missed the first. Another reason. It's not even worth it.
Second free throw, good.
Lead back to 11.
Chris Paul down the baseline.
Towns on him. He'll size him up. In and out dribble. Into the lane. Fall away elbow J. No good. But the Knicks don't box out. It's rebounded by, you guessed it, Sandro Mamukelele. Vassell on the right wing. One-on-one versus Towns. Drives into the lane. Kicks it out to Chris Paul. He'll have to fire. No good. Shot clock violation. J-Rock, I saw how much the Giants gave Slayton a week and a half ago. And I still don't understand it. Joe Shane has a track record of not making the best moves on free agency contracts, though, so I'm not shocked.
Trying to GM for your job here.
Payne to Shamet for 3, and it's going to be an offensive putback stuffed by Karl-Anthony Towns. Well, Andrew Shamet, I believe, is now 0-5 from 3. He's literally not worth playing. Just give the minutes to someone else. You can find someone that can make open threes. Sohan up top, shot clock bleeding. Chris Paul into the lane, floater up and in. If Landry Shamet can't guard Chris Paul and Landry Shamet can't make shots, he probably shouldn't play. Lead at 11. Knicks down. As Campaign wanted the three, didn't take it. He'll get it to Towns. Towns defended by Chris Paul. And he'll find Bridges on a slip. Lays it up and in. Good feed by Towns. Lead to 9.
Oh, my.
What just happened? I didn't see what happened. What happened?
He broke Campaign's ankles and then went right to the rack and laid it. Missed the layup, but then it was an easy putback because Campaign was on the ground.
Pacers Stinks says Leon is forcing Tibbs to play Shamet to increase the trade value. Well, we're past the trade deadline, and Landry Shamet's on a 1-year deal, so they quite literally can't trade him. So try again.
Yeah.
I think that that says all I need to know.
Why is Campaign still in? Don't have an answer.
$14 points for Mikal Bridges. 6 picks. 6 picks. Pineapple says, I have a question. How does this team have a winning record? Because Jalen Brunson is unreal. Jalen Brunson makes this team look a lot better than it is.
For Sandro, he has 24 points, 8 rebounds on 9 for 10 shooting, 5 for 5 from 3. I want to see what this guy's been doing before tonight. Before tonight's game against the Knicks, where he has currently 24. 10 points, 10 points, 13 points, 0 points, 1 rebound, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 0 points, 1 rebound. Never fails, does it? Never fails, does it? He's averaging 5 points per game on the season. And averages about 15 minutes a game. All I can do is laugh, man. I can't take this team seriously.
Knicks down 11, 3:57 to go. McBride on the right wing will swing to Towns. Towns, pump fake, puts it on the deck, into the corner. Bridges will drive. He'll kick it into the corner, and the pass is stolen. He throw it right to Sandro. Nice pass there, Mikal. Chris Paul to Sohan. Sohan's going to try to get it to Keldon Johnson. Now he will. 3 to shoot. Good if it goes. And he banked it in. He banked it in from 30 feet out. A bank in 3 to extend the lead to 16. Bridges for 3. No good. Rebound by Towns. Towns into the lane. Layup. No good, but he's fouled. Towns to the line. Makes first.
Second free throw, good.
Knicks will full court press, and it'll be Sandro Mamu leaking out and throwing it down. Lead is up to 14, under 3 minutes to go. McBride, pull up, ISO 3. Oh my God.
This team is a joke, man. Stacks, he's been averaging 15 minutes a game. He averages 5 points per game.
Paul to Sohan, Sohan to Sandro. Good.
It's pathetic. All right, shout out. Karl-Anthony Towns scores. Deuce McBride had a take foul. And Tom Thibodeau has waved the white flag.
If you're wondering, it's a career high for Sandro.
PJ Tucker is checking into the game. PJ Tucker, Anton Watson, Campaign, DeLon Wright, and Tyler Kolek for all you fans out there. He's checking into the game.
That'll do it. The Knicks are going to lose to San Antonio Spurs. Oh, PJ Tucker's in the game.
Yes. Knicks debut.
So he does have a jersey on.
I guess so. Number 17.
Oh, my God. Sandro 3. PJ Tucker falls. Good. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
He has 32 points. He's 32 points. Campaign for 3, good. I can't believe this right now. You have a mismatch of Sandro and Kolek, and no one's guarding him. He just dunked it. PJ Tucker tosses it to Watson. Campaign down the lane, wide open layup is good. The Spurs are going to dribble out the clock.
I don't have anything to say about this game. Nah, we're probably just going to sign off. There's nothing to say about this.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you lose to a awful team like the Spurs. You don't show up and you let Sandro Mamu score whatever. I yeah. You joke when the game's going on and then it ends and yeah. No, I got you.
34 points in 19 minutes from Sandro Mamukelashvili.
Yep. All right. Before we do go, we got a super chat from Sean that I'm going to get to for you. We appreciate you, Sean. But this truly feels like rock bottom for this team. I don't know about you guys, chat, but this feels like rock bottom. On live stream. Thank you.
What's up, Sean? Appreciate the love, man. Says, what are we really doing seriously? You're not a good team. We felt this way for a while. They don't beat good teams. They're always in dogfights with bad teams. They're just not very good.
They're not good.
They're not coached well. It's just time. It's time to make a move.
It's time to make a change.
And it sucks. You could have did it a month ago when you got blown out by the Cavs at home and you got blown out by the Celtics at home. There's not a very good team. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Good teams, even if Jalen Brunson is out,
you still compete.
The Knicks were uncompetitive today. They fell down by double digits in the first quarter. And they were down by double digits for the majority of the game.
At one point, you were down 28 points.
You're an uncompetitive, unserious, no championship DNA basketball team. We can have hope it turns around, but it's blind optimism at this point. There's nothing that the New York Knicks have showed this year that says they are a serious team. We just have to have blind optimism as fans. And you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to give this team the benefit of the doubt. Because they haven't earned it.
Nope.
They haven't earned it. This team doesn't fight. This team doesn't compete harder than the other team.
This team has no heart, no grit.
Last year was keep on fighting. How about start fighting? How about start? Because you don't ever. And you know what? It's bled onto the fan base. People shook their ass on Twitter when they cut it to 8 points. The Knicks cut the lead to 8 points, and people celebrated on Twitter. This team has poisoned the brain of Knicks fans. Like, you came out from the jump and got your ass beat. You were down by 12 against the Spurs in the first 5 minutes. That's coaching. You're never ready to play. You are never ready to play. Never ready to play against Boston. Never ready to play against Cleveland. Never ready to play against OKC. Pacers stink. Respectfully, you just said that the Knicks are playing Landry Shamet to up his trade value. We are past the trade deadline, and he's on a 1-year contract. The Knicks cannot trade Landry Shamet. So when you offer your thoughts, I don't value them. And I don't mean to be an asshole saying that.
You want to talk about shooting percentages tonight? Do you realize that coaches call plays to get open shots? When do you see the Knicks get an open shot?
You are just going to defend Tibbs until the end. And that's okay. And that is okay. But when you out yourself as someone that doesn't know what is going on, and all you want to do is not place blame on Tibbs, who everyone deserves blame today. I tweeted it out. Every Knicks player and member of the coaching staff should donate their game checks to charity tonight. Nobody that is employed by the New York Knicks earned their paycheck today. They don't deserve to be paid. So donate your game check to charity. It's not knowing contracts, brother. It's knowing that the NBA trade deadline passed over a month ago. And not trying to create fake narratives that Leon Rose is making Tom Thibodeau play Landry Shamet to up his trade value. Respectfully, I don't value what you have to say about this team. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching the show. I appreciate you chiming in the comments section. But we will never agree about this. Anything Knicks related, to be quite frank. Where am I coaching next year? I'll be here getting paid to talk about the Knicks. And what will you be doing? Watching me getting paid to talk about the Knicks. Take a picture of the peak. It's pretty damn cool. Again, if you just love Tom Thibodeau and think he's cute, it's okay. But if you think tonight was because the Knicks missed shots, what about this? Did missed shots allow the Spurs to score 120 points? Did missed shots allow a man by the name of Sandro Mama Cuvelli to score 32 points in 19 minutes? Okay. They're not a good team right now. And it's not because Jalen Brunson's not playing. This is who they've been all year long. Consistently blown out by great teams. Consistently in dogfights with bad teams. And you know what happens against those bad teams? Jalen Brunson comes out with an S on his chest and a cape, and he saves the day. Time and time and time again. The Knicks have one of the best players in the NBA in Jalen Brunson. He masks a lot of problems for this team. And Brunson loved Dante DiVincenzo, and they shipped him to Minnesota. Jalen Brunson's best friend is Ryan Arcidiacono. They've traded him 3 times, bro. Leon Rose is going to do what's best for the Knicks. And what's best for the Knicks is to move on from Tom Thibodeau and make major changes to the roster. This isn't because they haven't played together a lot. This isn't because they need to learn how to play together. They are like legitimately a bad team.
Yep. Yeah. And guess what? You got to turn around and play tomorrow in Charlotte, who are also an awful team like the Spurs. We'll see if they come out with a fight, because I don't believe it.
34 points in 19 minutes for Sandro Mamu Kalashvili.
Yeah.
How did the Knicks lose tonight? Not defending the pick and pop. How have the Knicks always lost with Tom Thibodeau? Not defending the perimeter. He's never going to change.
Not once.
He will never, ever change. And as the league goes to more threes, and you have a coach that's defensive philosophy is to pack the paint and make them make shots, you're going to go down, man. You're going to get fired. It's over.
It's done.
This season is over. You are going to be lucky to get out of the first round. And to do so, you're going to need Jalen Brunson to play the best basketball of his career. And he had to average 40 in the playoffs last year for you to win. And that team was way better than this team. In 2025, if you run drop coverage, you are fried. And the Knicks just got fried by a man that is named Sandro Mamu Kalashvili. And he had 34 points in 19 minutes. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either, bro.
Brooklyn Knicks fan, one bad game? It's not one bad game. It's not one bad game. It's not. You're 0-3 versus the Celtics. You're 0-2 versus the Cavs. You're 0-2 versus the Thunder. You're 0-2 versus the Lakers. It's not one bad game. It's not. It's not. I don't understand how you could say it's one bad game.
It's night in and night out. Night in and night out. I'm over it.
The Knicks in the last 34 games are 19-15. That is average. That's average. 19-15 in the last 34 games. "34 games, right? We've played 68. So for half the season, the Knicks are 4 games above 500. 4 games above 500 in the last half of the season. In the last 50% of the games, you are 4 games above 500. It's not good. It's not. It's not one bad game. That's all we got, Vasquez. We need Jalen Brunson to put the cape on yet again. And when you're begging for a 6-foot guard to put the cape on, you're in a bad spot. And I think Jalen Brunson is awesome. 4 games above 500 in the last 34 games. You've played 68. I just don't know. I once thought this team could win the East. Then I moved down to they can get to the conference finals.
Yep.
I'm now begging for a first-round win.
I'm with you. That 9-game winning streak, I was on the highest of highs. I thought this team was going to be one of the best teams in the league. And I thought, truthfully, they could beat Boston. I don't even know if they could beat Detroit at this point. Because Cade Cunningham is rising up to be one of the best players in the league. And he's going to walk into the Garden. And guards always go off.
Knicks, don't worry though. Knicks Muse told me 2 weeks ago they're a great team.
No, every single game, bro. When this guy was the primary defender on this guy, he shot 1 for 7. When Deuce McBride was guarding this guy as the primary defender, he was shooting 1 for 6. When Mikal Bridges was guarding this, I'm tired of the propaganda, man. We fucking suck.
If you're curious what 19 and 15 is equivalent to over 82 games, it's 45 and 36. That's not a good team.
No.
It's not a good team. 45 and 36 is what the Knicks are on pace to be in the last 35 games. 34 games. You've played 68. We all want the Knicks to be good. We all want the Knicks to win a lot of games.
It's not 2020 anymore. I'm not expecting a 500 team. Those dark days are over. Knicks aren't a laughing stock. I want this team to be good. And I'm not settling 3 years straight as a second-round exit. So, yeah. I'm tired of the poor play. CPJ, I'll see you, brother.
All righty. We're out of here. See y'all later. No live stream tomorrow. I got better stuff to do. We'll see you.
Peace.